Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Happy October! I'm so glad that the temperature here has dropped a bit, but it is still humid. Humid. So I'm just going to chat a bit and wait for notifications to go out. My daughter got me a new cup. Good morning, Alice. I love it. These came in a set on Amazon, and she ordered it because she wanted the cat one, the vintage cat image for herself, which I loved the cat one, but this one is almost as good. Oh, thanks, Alice. That was a gift from Roxanne. It glows. It's uranium. Good morning, Catherine. I was just thinking about you this morning, Catherine, because it's spooky season. Catherine did one of my favorite videos ever, and I don't know how many years ago it was. She'll have to tell us, but it was a tablescape of all uranium, but it was all spooky and it was amazing. So every year this time I have to go back and rewatch it. Thanks, Diane. Good morning, Roxanne. So my daughter, you guys know I was going to spend, well, if you saw my preview haul, then you know I ended up spending 2 days with her. But she was making me a boo basket. Oh my goodness, she went way overboard. Way overboard. Oh, you're welcome, Catherine. If you guys haven't seen it, you've got to go search it up on her channel because it's amazing. So she got me a new blanket. She got me a whole basket of candy and decorations and candles, and like this mug was in there and so much stuff. And then a tote bag that's Halloween themed. What else? Like, it was just so much. Snacks. Good morning, Danielle. So, good morning, Kendra. So she really, really did it up for my boo basket. We had the best time together, and I love her new kitten. You guys, I just wanted to plop him in my purse and bring him home with me. He's just skin and bones because he was a rescue. And what happened was the Humane Society had been called that a feral mama had her babies, and they came out and were able to get I believe the mom and the babies, but they missed one. And so the neighbors have been keeping an eye out to make sure that they had gotten all of them, and they had not. So this little orange guy was just skin and bones by the time they were able to trap him. And so then Meg found out about it, and she'd been wanting an orange kitten, and so she went over. She and her boyfriend went over and picked him up, and besides being skin and bones, he is full of personality, full. And I've never had an orange cat. I don't even think I've ever been around orange cats that much, but oh my goodness, so stinking cute. Even being skin and bones, he's so cute. He's so sweet, and he purrs. He has got a motor like you would not believe. He purrs louder than all the other cats. So I had a very, very good visit with Meg, and we got to spend time together because she was actually at work on Monday, which is why I went up to stay with the kitten. And then we got to spend all of Tuesday together. So I don't have pictures yet because I've got to delete some stuff off of my iPad, and it's not backing up my photos from my phone on my iPad anymore because there's no memory left. So, oh wait, maybe it did. Maybe it did. Let me see. Just skin and bones, you guys. And I'm not drinking coffee. I'm drinking spice cider. Because it's that time of year, even though I'm still super hot. Oh, it doesn't want to load them. Come on. And if I'm glitchy today, my nephew's homesick from school, and so he is probably pulling on the internet a bit. Okay. But you get to see my foot too, but there he is. Oh, and from my understanding on TikTok, that is typical orange cat behavior. So here he is snuggled up to me. He's just so tiny. And he's sneezing a little bit. And he has some watery eyes. So she is going to get him into her vet and get him all checked out and then get his first round of shots because he's never been to a vet. The lady whose husband was able to capture him gave him several baths. And so he didn't have fleas or anything when Meg picked him up, which is good. And she's been watching him. It doesn't appear to have worms, but she'll deworm them. She is like always on it with taking care of them. Like, so, and their vet loves them. And so they haven't named them yet. They had a list of names, and like on their list of names, Dexter was my favorite name, but he is so fast that they're thinking of naming him Flash. So we'll see what he ends up with. She has not decided on a name yet. So he was just random kitty. Spice cider, so good. And see all the, can you see all the Halloween decor she got me? So I got my own little Halloween setup. Because, of course, everything of mine is in storage. Oh, one of the other things that she put into my boo basket, I've got to show this to you guys. Was this notebook with pumpkins. And it even comes with a pen. Look at that. Oh, that would be funny, Catherine. He probably will get chunky. And I reassured her, I'm like, you cannot overfeed him right now as long as he's not throwing up. But he doesn't like to eat unless you're in the room with him. And right now he's isolated from the other cats. So he's in the bathroom with his own setup. And I spent a lot of time sitting on the bathroom floor with him on Monday while she was at work. So that he was so funny. He would go and eat 2 to 3 bites, and then he would climb onto my lap, and he would purr, and he'd love on me for a bit, and then he'd go and eat 2 and 3 more bites. So she did go and get him the, there's a nutrition supplement for kittens that have already been weaned. That's a high calorie. She made sure to pick him up treats that were higher fat than she would normally feed her other cats. And then she got him like some tiki cat food. And so, but he's eating the dry kitten food just fine, but she's supplementing with a lot of high fat foods to get some meat on him. Although if he keeps moving that fast, he won't gain weight. So I've got a little show and tell today before we get to our sale. I did pick up just 2 items for resale at her Goodwill yesterday. I did not, you guys are not going to believe what I went through yesterday trying to get back home. I'm going to tell you about it while I show you stuff. But I didn't get them cleaned in time for this sale, so they'll probably go into the haul with whatever I source this weekend. Because I've got a big church rummage sale. Oh, and I got a question for you guys. So the church rummage sale, they've been advertising for like 3 weeks. I've never been to this one, but They are opening tonight from 4 to 7, which is weird to me. And then have hours Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I am the kind of person that will not fight somebody for something. I don't like to be crowded. So I hardly ever go in like the first hour at Goodwill. I'm not going to fight other resellers. So I will wait. I'm never going to be standing outside of a line for an estate sale. It gives me so much anxiety. So I'm trying to decide if I should try and go tonight and just wait until like 6. And hopefully all of the resellers have already come and gone and fought each other over stuff. Or if I should just wait until tomorrow and see if there's other sales I can hit tomorrow. I don't know. But are you the kind of person that will go in the first hour and fight people? Like, I've watched videos of people at the Goodwill outlets. I don't think I could ever. I just don't think I could ever. And probably if I was in Goodwill on just a normal day and somebody walked up to me and said, "Oh my goodness, I love it," I'd probably give it. I'd be like, "Okay, you can have it. You can buy it." Like I just, it's not in me. I just can't. I don't mind going to flea market in the first hour because there isn't that, maybe because they have it so often, there's not that rush of resellers descending, or I can go to the tables that nobody else is at first. I don't know. I don't mind flea market, but everywhere else, I do not. Church sales can be hit or miss. And they have such a massive variety of things because all of their members will donate. So, sometimes it's like we've gone to this one church that has one every time the Lincoln Highway Byway. We didn't make it this year, but usually we go, and they are donation only. So you get what you like, and then you pay them what you would like to donate to the church. They don't set prices on anything. No, not this one. Like I said, this is a new to me church sale. Maybe that's the other reason why I don't mind going to flea market, because 9 times out of 10, my niece meets me up there because she lives close to that flea market. And so she walks around with me. But that's the other thing. I'm not good at going to places I've never been before by myself, and I've got to go to this one by myself. So, and sometimes church sales are fantastic, even with the prices they've set are just super, super cheap. But the one right up the street from me, and I actually know a lady that works that one. They do that one, I think, twice a year. They've kind of upped their prices. Somebody's been on eBay looking at stuff. So I have not gotten much for resale from them. I've gotten a couple things for myself, but resale, I don't really get anything from that one. So it just depends. I would love to find a sale this weekend where somebody is getting rid of just an old lot of vintage jewelry, because I think it would be so fun to go through. I had so much fun watching Halen Vintage go through her box of vintage jewelry. Yeah, Roxanne, I think I wouldn't mind. I'm actually on an email list for a guy who runs estate sales, and he gives everyone on his email list a day early time they can come. And I've never had the nerve to go. Usually his day early, though, is Wednesday when I'm live. But I don't know. I struggle with doing new things by myself. Once I've done it once with somebody, then I have no problem going back and doing it more. But so last week or 2 weeks ago, Bree suggested that I put this piece in one of the vintage hoops, and I did. So I'm going to be able to hang it on the wall. So thank you, Bree. I know she's not in here right now, but thank you, Bree, for the idea. Hey, Kaz, how's your health, Kaz? Are you doing better? I know 2 weeks ago you were in the hospital, and last week I was busy with the sale and forgot to ask how you were doing. So hope you're doing better. Yeah, Roxanne, I'm not. I'm not either. That's why it was nice, even though raising teenagers was hard. One of them was always willing to go somewhere with me. So I never had, as long as I bought him something, I never had to go anywhere alone. I did so enjoy getting to run around with my daughter yesterday morning. Because originally we were just going to go up to Goodwill and then get a pizza that's right beside, it's like in the same strip right there. But she needed to go get the high calorie food from Petco. And in that same section with Petco was Five Below and Target. And I haven't been in a Target hardly at all since 2019, even though it used to be my daughter's and my favorite place to go. So we went into Five Below and then we went into Target. And then I was in a lot of pain. So she went in the pet store by herself while I sat in the car and recovered. And then we went through Goodwill. And then went home and watched a movie. But let me tell you guys about the trip home. So normally she's a 45-minute drive away from me. And I leave here, I get on 71, I get on 76, and then I hop off and like 2 turns, straight shot to her street, right? So then coming back, I do the same thing. I come back, I get on 76, I get on 71, get off of 71 and a couple turns, and I'm right back here at my road. So it's not, because driving is I didn't get my license till I was 25. Driving has always been very stressful for me. I was not a kid that looked forward, or a teenager that looked forward to it. So, oh, Kaz, good. I'm so glad you're doing better. So yesterday, and I used the Maps app just to make sure, even though I kind of know how to get there without it. And once I'm back on 76, I turn the Maps app off after leaving her place because then I know how to get back home. So I turn my Maps app on and it doesn't want me to take 76. And so I'm like, okay, there must be, construction or a car crash or something going on in 76. Because, the Maps app will update and reroute you around stuff like that. So I'm heading down, I think it was 224, and it takes me to 71. So it bypasses 76 altogether. And I'm like, okay, that's backcountry roads, really pretty. It's a beautiful afternoon, no problem, right? I get up to the 224 exit onto 71, and there's traffic's at a dead stop on 71. A dead stop. Backed up on the on-ramp. I'm like, holy cow. So I just stay straight, and I'm like, I'm going to get off of 224. And so I ended up doing a great big circle and going right back to the little town I'd been in. Then I pull over, and I'm like, because you can type in the option of avoid major highways. So I do that. So it wants me to stay on 224, just the opposite direction. And I'm like, okay. So then it joins up with 42 south, which my road is off of 42. And I'm like, great. I'm going to just take longer, but I will follow 42 all the way home. Except in the Maps app wants me to split off when 42 and 224 split off. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right. I don't think I want to do that. And so I stay on 42, but I call my dad and I'm like, am I right? And he's like, oh no, you want to stay on 42. I don't know why I wanted you to do that. And as I'm talking to my dad, I come up to detour for 42 because 42 is closed. And I'm like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? So I just follow the detour signs. I go way out in the country. I'm in Amish country, seeing buggies and horse and buggies going by. And I mean, it's beautiful, but then I run into rain and I'm not good with driving in rain. And so finally it takes me back to 42 and I get home. Normally it takes me 45 minutes. It took me an hour and 45 minutes. An hour and 45 minutes. So I was in so much pain by the time I got back home. Oh, but I got home safely and I got to see a lot of beautiful countryside. I did last weekend do some junk journaling with my sister. So I did make up a Halloween. And these stickers right here, actually, these two came from Catherine Young a while ago. And I saved them because I knew I wanted to use them for Halloween. And they had white around them, so I cut the white part off. But I did a new phone case insert, and the back of that is so cute because it's bats. And then I did a little just witchy page because my sister got some new washi tapes. So these two are the washi tapes. And I pulled all my other Halloween stuff, so I'm definitely going to do more Halloween stuff. And I did an autumn page that I thought turned out really well. Oh, Kaz. Ooh, operations are never fun. So, did a little autumn page, and then we will be full on doing Halloween stuff. And when I was at Five Below, I got another big book. These sketchbooks are nice to use for junk journaling because the things up here, not down the side. So I really like these for that. But this one is, I think, a tad smaller than my other one. Now that I'm looking at it, maybe it's not. But my other big one, good morning, Carrie Ann. I only have one big one until I got this one, and it's my color junk journal. So I wanted a bigger one just to do regular layouts on. So I got that. And then when I forgot to show you guys, my daughter also got me this for my door. It's got a kitty. So I'm going to hang that on my door. My nephew, 13, about to turn 14 if you don't remember, but he got the police caution tape, and he's got that all over his door. His bedroom door is across from my bedroom door, so that's fun. But I have to show you. Oh, I can't pick it up. It's so big. I did get one other thing at I had a coupon, so I didn't actually pay $5 for this. It was March 5, but I had a 35% off coupon. So it caught my eye because it's got a rose on it. Roses are my favorite. And it was so pretty. And I opened it up thinking it's just going to be a box. No, it is. Look at this. Look at this. How great is that? I was running low on all of the little notes and things that I send along with packages. So I was absolutely thrilled to thrift that. And everything that I use to send little notes and stuff is like, even the Christmas cards, it's either thrifted or gifted to me. Like, I never buy any of that stuff full price. The a lot of times, like the Christmas cards that I send in your packages in December, my mom supports a charity, and they send her Christmas cards all year long, and like any that she wouldn't use, she gives to me. So like, she gave me a gnome Christmas card. She's like, I am not giving that to somebody. So I never spend a lot of money on the things that I send. And I used to send a little like thing with stickers and game pieces, and I haven't done that in a while. But if I did find something that was a great price, I would do that again. And I did used to wrap everything in ribbon, but right now that's all in the storage unit. I just don't have the room in here for that kind of stuff. So, do you guys like it when you get a little extra thing? I don't care one way or another as long as my stuff is safely packaged, but I do like it if there's even just like a thank you from the seller. Like, if I get a package that doesn't have anything in it, I'm like, oh, that's a little disappointing. So I don't know. Do you guys like it? And I think that was everything on my show and tell. Oh, and I did start to get stuff for my giveaway. So So towards the end of the month, we will be celebrating my 3-year anniversary of doing live sales on my channel. And I will be giving away a box. And it will be stuff that you've never seen before. I am not going to pull from my stock. I am picking up specific items. So, maybe a cat theme something. If I can find something, maybe a uranium glass theme something. But it will be stuff that was never up for sale. It will just be stuff specifically for this box. Aw, thanks, Roxanne. Yeah, sometimes I'm able to thrift postcards really cheap and send postcards. Sometimes little cards. Sometimes it's just a notepad of paper that had a pretty design that I just send a thank you on. But I don't think I've ever not sent at least a little thank you note in a box. Okay, we are going to get started on today's sale. And if you purchase something at regular price, you can add on. I'll have $2 and $1 add-ons. I need to move. I've got a lot of these smaller items that are taking up space. I need to move some of them out of here. So if you make a purchase today, you can add on some of these $2 and $1 items I will have at the end of the sale. And everything that you've seen before is going to be a lower price than the last time you saw it. And then I do have new items today that were in my tiny little haul that I posted, I think, on Sunday. So we are going to start out with the Sarah Coventry flower brooch, which this is a nice size. And it's silver tone behind the white. Got the Sarah Co right there. So Sarah Coventry flower brooch. It is just over 2¼ inches wide. And today it is only $6, number 98. $6, number 98. A little bit of Sarah Coventry. No chips, no cracks. Got the little green shoe with the scroll work. And a bow. No chips, no cracks at all. This one, it's smaller than the cat shoes. So 4 inches long. $8, number 37. $8, number 37. And if I missed you coming in, hello, thanks for being here. And as always, all of my rules for purchasing are in the description box down below. And any info you need to know about, any question you have, like there's even a policy about if an item arrives to you broken. So tons of information down there. If you've never read through it, take a quick perusal through it. The one that is posted on there today is updated. It is my latest policies and procedures on there. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Thanks for being here. We have the unmarked hair receiver. Nice and clean. No chips, no cracks. There's the bottom. It does have some gold wear. Ooh, sorry about that squeak. And this one is just over 4 inches wide. And we're looking at like 2½ inches tall. Sale price on this one today, $10, number 13. $10, number 13. Because this one's unmarked, I cannot say that it is an antique. I do not know for sure. Because it does look like all things always have a resurgence. I think in the 50s, these had a resurgence. So I do not know if it's Victorian or if it's from the 50s because it's unmarked. Next up, it's our first new item. And it's an umbrella brooch. I love that it's got blue and white AB stones on it that look like raindrops. I think that is so stinking cute. Silver tone, unmarked. And I always say this, but it would look good on a jean jacket. This one is 2 1/4 inches long. Width is 1 1/2 inches. So it's this size. $10, number 4. $10, number 4. Another new item, Fenton. And this one is marked Fenton on right here, and it does have a number under it. I just absolutely cannot tell what that number is. So it's going to be 80s or beyond because 80s is when they started putting a number underneath. I cannot tell. I just have no idea. A little Fenton hobnail toothpick. No chips, no cracks. It's your typical toothpick size, so 3 inches tall. Got his little feeties. $10, number 39, and it was actually used as a candle holder because I had to dig wax out of it. $10, number 39, for a little bit of Fenton. Now I've got old Fenton. So from my research, it absolutely looks like this is original carnival glass. So we're looking at an antique here. This is the Persian medallion in the marigold. And this little bowl / dish was one of the first pieces that they made in this pattern. I've sold the Persian medallion in the marigold in a bigger version, but it was from the 70s because it had the Fenton on the bottom. This does not have the Fenton, and it looks like they marked all of these when they started remaking them. So I'm pretty sure this one is an antique piece of Fenton, Persian medallion. It's this big. From widest point to widest point, we're looking at 6 inches. This is a perfect piece of decor for this time of year. And it has taken a markdown to $12, number 50, for a little piece of antique Fenton carnival glass. It really is quite stunning. Next up, you guys, if I could have thrifted a couple of matching frames, these would probably be hanging on my wall right now, but I've not been able. I look every garage sale and every thrift store. I have looked for frames for these, but once again, we are going to offer up. Now I've got them upside down. Offer up the two 1953 paint by numbers for one monies. And I can take this one out of the frame. I've just left it in the frame it came in to protect it. This one was not in a frame. And these were done by Molly Patrick in 1953. And they are 10 by 13. So you will get both. They've taken a markdown to just $15 for both. $15, number 81, and you will get them both. Before I find frames and hang them on my wall behind me. Okay, next up. Ooh, you've seen them before. They've taken a markdown today. It's the Nippon pin dish and hair receiver set. So we know this one is an antique. Here's the mark. I love the shape on this. There's the image. No chips, no cracks on this one. And the gold's still there. It has a little bit of wear, but the gold is still there. There's the inside. This one is smaller than the first one. So the dish itself, 3 inches across, 2 1/4 inches high, and then the hair receiver, and then the pin dish, 3 1/4 across. Well, at its widest point, 4 inches across. So if we measure from here to here, 4 inches, but it's smaller. So you would get the set for $18, number 56. The antique Nippon hair receiver and pin dish. And I believe, was that hand painted? Yes. Is that what it says? Yes, hand painted on that. Good morning, Kim. Oh, good. You were the perfect person to get that brooch. And if you guys missed my cup, I'm drinking spiced cider, but my daughter bought me a new cup. Amazon has these. They're a 4-pack, and they all have vintage images on them. So if you're interested, you can check them out on Amazon. Oh, that's delicious. Next up, cat hair. Try not to get fingerprints on it. It's the Waterford Marquee candlestick. Just one. I thrifted it, so probably the other one broke. It is engraved Marquee on the bottom, but this one, or Waterford on the bottom, but this one still has its sticker, which I don't think I've ever found them with stickers before. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like, Waterford crystal, it's just amazing. Single candle holder. I always love a grouping of candle holders that do not match, but they're in different heights. And this would look fantastic at Christmas with a couple of smaller ones. So gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I hate that I'm getting fingerprints on it. It stands 10 inches tall. So 10 inches tall on the crystal Waterford Marquee candlestick. And it is $20, number 44. I'm dropping stuff. $20, number 44. Next up, how about a little McCoy pottery? I love this color. This is aqua. This is not the Celadon from the 1940s that I usually associate with that time period. This is definitely an aqua color. And it was used as a planter. They've been driving my cat crazy all morning. So I did a lot of scrubbing on this, but it does not have any chips or cracks. So there's the McCoy. And I think I got it pretty clean. It's the size. It's a little one. Apparently they made this one in a lot of different colors and a lot of different sizes. This is the smallest size that I could find information on. So just under 3.5 inches tall. But she's a beaut. So a little bit of very vintage McCoy pottery. $25, number 61. $25, number 61. Next up, piece of Roseville. Now, if you saw my haul, I wanted to remind you guys, I'm not an appraiser. I am not an expert. It looks legitimate. And I know that Roseville pottery is one of the most counterfeited potteries. So I looked it all up. It does look legitimate. The crazing on it seems natural. The feel seems right, but I am not an expert. So here's the bottom. And whatever these markings are right here, they did not scrub off. So Roseville. And I got this from my guy at Betty's. And he said he looked it up and thought it was authentic Roseville as well. And I did pay up more than I usually pay for things at Betty's. Here's the inside, nice and clean. So no chips, no cracks, but it does have crazing. It's this big. From little handle to handle, we're looking at 7.5 inches, but the actual bowl part, 6.5. So I love that it's got these little handles on it. It is $25, number 45. $25, number 45. Next up, you've seen them before. They've taken a markdown. It is going to be one monies for all 3 of the Mexican pottery bowls. This was the smallest one. These do not have any chips or cracks, but the glazing on this one, see, cracked underneath the clear coat, which happens sometimes when the glaze you put on is too thick. So that's the second one, and then the third one, and all of them have flowers on them. So there is the third one. I love the shape on this one, but they stack together nicely. At some point, I may take them apart and sell them separately, but I'm going to try as a group one more time. And they've taken a markdown to $18, number 60, for 3 pieces of Mexican pottery. $18, number 60. Next up, the Waterford wine coaster. I think this was the Millennium pattern. And the wine coaster is to hold your chilled bottle of wine so the condensation does not get on your vintage furniture. Because I'm sure we all have vintage furniture, right? It's gorgeous. It's got the Waterford engraved on the bottom, and it is nice and heavy. So you set your wine bottle in here. It's not going to go anywhere. It is From edge to edge, just under 5 inches. Like the inner part though, just under 4.5, just over 4.25. It's taken a mark down to $12, number 36, and that is Waterford Crystal. Next up, another new piece. It's the Princess House Fawn, and this is crystal. The bottom, besides my fingerprints, is so nicely polished. And it's got a lot of detail. So the spots that a fawn would have are raised in the crystal. No chips, no cracks that I could find. This little fawn is almost 4 inches long, and height-wise, to the tip of his ear, 3 inches. This little guy, $10, number 8. $10, number 8, and that was Crystal House, or Princess House Crystal from Germany. And my last new piece for today is the butterfly brooch. The stones in here are blue, purple, and clear. It's unmarked, probably not very old. This size, so it's a nice size. Okay, at its longest point, we're looking at 2.25 inches. Oh, I see Alice first for number 8. Let me check. Double check. Yes. Thank you, Alice. Well, I'm glad you guys liked that one. Oh, I was telling you the size. Got distracted. So lengthwise, longest point, a little more than 2 inches. Widest point, 2 inches. So it's a 2x2. Unmarked, but oh so pretty gold tone with purple, because that's a pinky purple, like rhinestone right here. The center one, more purple, blue. You've got little clear rhinestones here, so really pretty piece. This one is $10, number 1. $10, number 1. We've got the 3 card playing instruction books from the 1950s, and these have taken a markdown as well. You're going to get all 3 for 1 monies. So it's 150 ways to play solitaire, fun with games of rummy, and official rules of card games. 2 of these, I believe, were 1950, and one was 1955, I think. This is what they look like. You're going to get all 3, $8. $8, number 93 for the books. And then we have, these beads are plastic, not glass. Made in Germany. It is this size, so longer than the one I'm currently wearing. Double strand. And it's got the hook with the beads. And this one is taking a mark down to $5, number 10. $5, number 10. And Alice, since Alice is the only one that's made a purchase, Alice, do you want me to run through the $2 and $1 add-on items? And does anybody need me to do a recap of the other items? Let me know. One of the other things that my daughter got me was pumpkin pie chapstick. She's like, it's probably gross, but no, nothing cats. I will definitely do a recap. And then at the end, if anybody bought anything, then they can let me know if they want me to do a $1 and $2 add-on run through. But she's like, it's probably gross, but I had to get it. I think it's pretty good. I don't lick my lips, but the smell of the pumpkin pie spices is nice. All right. We are going to run through these again. So we had the Sarah Coventry brooch with silver tone, $6, number 98. We had the green glass shoe, no chips, no cracks. That was $8, number 37. The unmarked hair receiver with the pretty flowers, $10, number 13. It's funny. I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin pie. I like one piece at Thanksgiving every year, and then that's good enough for me. But I do like pumpkin spice flavored things like coffee, creamer, apparently chapstick. All right. Where did can't find the brooch. Oh, there's the umbrella brooch, which was $10, number 4. The Fenton toothpick, $10, number 39. The antique Roxanne's gonna take the umbrella brooch. Thank you, Roxanne. The antique Fenton in the Persian medallion. It is now $12, number 50. The 2 paint by numbers. Those are $15, number 81. The Nippon pin dish and hair receiver, $18, number 56. The Waterford candlestick, $20, number 44. Oh, my hair is in my face. The Aqua. Oh, hi, Vicky. Vicky's going to take the Nippon hair receiver and pin dish. Fantastic. I have got you down for that. The McCoy planter in Aqua. Oh. $25, number 61. The Roseville dish. And I looked up this pattern, but I have misplaced my notebook. So I can't remember what the pattern is. But that is $25, number 45 for the Roseville. The 3 Mexican pottery bowls that all have flowers. One Monies, $18, number 60 for all 3 of those. The Waterford Crystal wine coaster, And that's the Millennium pattern, I believe. That one is $12, number 36. The butterfly brooch, which is $10, number 1. The 3 card books, $8, number 93. And then the green necklace, made in Germany, plastic beads. And that one is $5, number 10. And I will just quickly run through the $2 and $1 add-ons. So if you already purchased something, you may add any of these items to your box. So I've got 4 $2 add-ons and then quite a few $1 add-ons. First thing is the green E.O. Brody planter. No chips, no cracks. It's this size. And that one is going to be $2, letter G. Next up, those hard plastic mouse shakers have their stoppers. And they are $2, letter O. Oh, Vicky's going to take the green planter. Awesome. So $2, letter O on the mouse shakers. That redware fish that I do not think is vintage because of the shellac that's here and here. It's on the tip there. But I picked it up because it's got the bunny on it and I thought that was so stinking cute. It's this size. $2, letter I. $2, letter I. And then the Imperial Glass Green Cruet. And once the temperature drops down below freezing, I will not be offering this up for sale if it doesn't sell before then because it has the internal crack. It's inside the glass. You cannot feel it from either side, but there is an internal crack in here. It displays beautifully. You can't even see it. But at some point, somebody whacked the stopper too hard into here and you get this internal crack. This is Imperial Glass. And this is, I believe they are Verde green. But $2 add-on, letter B. And it does, the stopper is glass as well. Now we have $1 add-ons. We have the toilet ashtray with chips. It's chipped here and chipped here. It was not chipped here when I took it up to the table and that lady just bopped it into a bag. So Florida toilet ashtray, letter N. It's $1. This made in China shoe is $1. This one has some chipping on the inside edges. It's this size. This is a big shoe. It's $1, letter J. The little made in Portugal shoe. This one has a little chip right there. It's this size. And this one is $1, letter C. This shoe with flowers that are not broken, but it is probably modern. It's this size, $1, letter M. This one, which is vintage, it has, does this one have, I'm trying to remember if this one has cracks. I'm not feeling any. It's unmarked, but it does feel vintage. $1, letter H. And then the last shoe that we've got is this little one, which is hand painted. This one has a crack, an old crack right there. And I cannot tell who made it. It feels like it came from England though. $1, letter D on that one. And then the little Made in Japan bud vase. It's got birds on it. It's this size, so it's little. $1, letter L. The Royal Adderley dish, which has lost most of its platinum around here. Just a little pin dish. This one is $1, letter E. We've got 3 more things. The clear glass dish that does have a chip on it. That is $1, letter K. The Avon lamb. $1, letter F. And then last we have the, Roxanne is going to take the clear glass dish. Awesome. Thank you, Roxanne. We have the reticulated milk glass plate that does have the rough edges around the inside of here. It's this size. And that's $1, letter A. And the reason I picked this one up is because I thought it would be perfect under a planter. And that is everything, you guys. We speed run through the add-ons. Roxanne's going to take the milk glass plate as well. Thank you, Roxanne. Awesome. That clears out some of this extra stuff. Alice for in the shoe with the flowers. All right, Alice, got you down for that. All right, that is all I have got today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hopefully I find some fantastic items at this church rummage sale. And even though it's supposed to be cooler, it's not supposed to be rainy this weekend. So maybe some garage sales. I don't know. We will have to see. But I think the rest of today I have to rest after my adventures out in the countryside yesterday trying to get home. I think I wore myself out. So I will see everybody next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.